Okay, I have no way of knowing how many people are on this thing right now. If any. Oh, I see some comments. Poop and fart, thank you very much. I agree, poop and fart. I don't know if you guys can hear this. I mean, we're all probably listening to the same thing right now. This intro music, or countdown music. "30 seconds, people." Okay, here we go. You came along when you rushed right in, locked the door. You gave me something to wear. Could you stick around, my dear? She said to me with a little bit of side eye. I said, is there something in the middle? Could you love me just a little? I was hoping for it all. You came along when you rushed right in and locked the door. You gave me something to wear. Now I will lie awake no more. What's up, Dunks? You didn't want to talk it out. You know you didn't want to help me now. And now we're never gonna work. I have a funny story about this video after we're done here. You're never gonna touch me unless you're born. You came along when you were born. Making us Dylan's proud. Thanks, man. That's really. Oh.
Hello, young scientist.
I forgot about this.
I'm Dr. Andre, and this is Mr. Bones. Today he's going to help us debone the mysteries of the human skeleton. Are you ready? Let's go.
Dude, us Dylans got to stick together, man. We're a family. We have to support each other.
Arm bone. Teeth.
All I aim to do in life is make other Dylans proud. So yeah, that was the video. So funny story about that video. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I actually was not in it, and I was supposed to be in it. So what happened was we filmed that in New York. I live in Miami, along with Zach and Andre, and I was going to fly into New York to film the video the day before filming. We only had one day to shoot the video. My flight gets delayed. We sit on the runway for 3 hours, and it ends up getting canceled. And I wasn't able to get another flight until the day after, which was after the shooting day, and it was a whole fiasco at the airport. It's one of the worst travel days of my life, and I missed the video. It's kind of unfortunate. There is a really short Easter egg though in the video. If any of you guys noticed, if you blink, you might miss it. But there's a picture of me somewhere in there. I actually missed it on that last watch, but it's somewhere in there. And then so Andre also could not make it to the shoot in New York, but we knew that beforehand. So we had a plan for him, a backup plan. So him and I, because he also lives in Miami, so him and I went to our studio here, and we bought like a cheap science kit on Amazon and like a cheap lab coat, and Andre was our professor. So I filmed him putting random colored liquids into test tubes and just saying nonsense. And that was his part in the video. So that's like the educational video that they were watching in the class. Like a random frame of your face. Yeah, I honestly can't even tell you what the picture is. But I think it's just like a picture slapped to the wall or something of the classroom. It's kind of like a last minute, workaround of me not being able to be in the video. But yeah, it was pretty unfortunate. I was kind of bummed. I ended up going to New York anyway to hang out with them. We had a couple fun days in New York. But, that's just the way it goes sometimes, people. There are worse things. But yeah, I hope you guys liked it. I think it's a pretty damn good vid. I can't speak on how fun it was to make. I'm sure it was a lot of fun to make. Looks like a lot of fun. But anyway, yeah, if there are any other questions. To make up for it, make the Heaven music video. I might. Yeah, I think I should be the sole star of that video. What's funny is that I started this song. Franco and Robbie helped me finish it. And Franco started Heaven. And him and Robbie wrote Heaven. So to make up for it, I'll be in their song. Because they're in, the song that I was involved with. So we'll do a trade. I'll be the star of their video. I think that's a fair trade. How do I do a cameo on the next one? Oof. I mean, you tell us. We'll have our people reach out to your people. What's your rate? I don't know if we can afford you, Mr. Dunks. What was the inspiration for the song? That's a good question. It started with like all the songs that I write. It started with like a melody. It just happened with a melody, the main chorus melody, and then the lyrics just sort of like without giving them much thought. When I was writing the melody, it just started like mouthing these words, and the words just, when you were bored, just like kind of happened when I was making the melodies, and I was like, oh, that I can make that make sense. And I happened to be like dealing with a lot of boredom at the time. This was like sort of towards the end of COVID, so things were starting to happen again in people's lives, but like we were still sort of like in a weird purgatory state. So I just kind of thought about the idea of like being in a romantic situation out of comfort and out of boredom, which I think is like a very real situation for a lot of people. Um, and yeah. And yeah. What else? What else we got here? Who wrote Fiona Breathless? Yeah, so those were ideas that I started too. Breathless, yeah, I wrote that in college. Robbie helped me with the lyrics. Robbie wrote a lot of the lyrics and the verses. Um, and then I kind of mapped out all the melodies. Fiona came from a jam that me and Zach were doing. I came up with the chords and came up with a lot of the melodies, and then we all, me, Franco, Robbie. It was actually, the lyrics were kind of like a group effort. I remember writing lyrics to Fiona was in particular was kind of a headache. We were just between a lot of different like concepts, especially with the hook with Fiona. Like we had a bunch of different words for that, and then we landed on Fiona because we thought it sounded the best, and we all love Fiona Apple. Oh, okay. Your friend goes to film school and is going to do video. All right. Well, if he's got any stuff, send it our way. I'm just starting to drink instant coffee. I've been getting lazy with my coffee making. It's actually pretty good though. Kind of tastes chocolatey. Like I used to be kind of a snob about how my coffee was made, and now I'm just doing the instant stuff because it's so easy. Thanks, Jam. I'm glad you found it interesting. Yeah, a lot of our songs come that way, where it's like one of us will just, we'll have like a set of melodies or a chord progression, and then we all build on that. But yeah, and like I said about Fiona, like lyrics are just, for me at least, lyrics are the hardest part of the whole process. It's definitely the part that I have to think about and like overthink about the most. Music tends to like come a little more easily, but it also depends on the song. Mess with matcha lattes. I don't think I've ever had a proper matcha latte. I've had like sips of other people's matcha lattes that they've ordered, but yeah, I don't think I've had a proper matcha latte to myself. I've had matcha latte flavored things. I think I had what are they? Those Pocky sticks. They have the matcha flavor, and that's pretty good. So it sounds like something I like. I'm big into yerba. Franco will get mad at me if I mispronounce it. Yerba. And the stuff that I drink to him is not real yerba mate. Because he's Argentinian, and it's like, very traditional Argentinian drink. Now they serve it in like these cans in gas stations. So kind of bastardizing his culture, but they taste really good and they really work. Fiona Apple queen. Fiona Apple is certainly a queen. She is my queen forever and always. All right, yeah, I don't really know what the protocol is with this live stuff. Like, I don't have anything else to say. If you guys have any more questions, I'm happy to answer them. But I think I'm gonna skedaddle in a little while. Y los Latinos rise up, fellow Latino. Yeah, there you go. I'm not a fellow Latina, but yeah, good for you guys. Solidarity. we're from Miami. Well, most of us are from Miami, so maybe Latinos by association or honorary Latinos. I don't know if that's like blasphemous to say. Who are your biggest inspirations? I can. Well, I mean, I'll just speak for myself because I know we all have different. We always have different answers to this question. Um, so I can't overlook Jimi Hendrix because he's kind of the reason I wanted to start playing guitar. He was like my first musical obsession when I was 11 or 12 years old when I first started playing. So I feel like he sort of shaped like my interest in the guitar, and yeah, I guess was my first like musical role model. And currently, and for the past, I don't know, 10 years now, my favorite band, bar none, is Radiohead. I feel like they're going to be my favorite band until I die. Uh, yeah, I'm just a stan. I don't know what else to say. But I mean, I listen to a lot of different things. We all do. Um, Lately, I've been really into Caroline Polachek. And goes, man. Um, I used to listen to a lot of progressive rock, and my first band was a progressive rock band. So bands like Pink Floyd and uh, Emerson, Lake and Palmer, and Yes, and like Genesis. So I definitely always liked. I like long song structures and wacky songwriting. Uh, but I also love a good pop song. So performing live really depends on the show. At its best, it's the best feeling in the world. Like I don't think I'll ever experience anything like the feeling of like walking on stage to a room full of people who are there specifically, who have taken time out of their day, sacrificed their own money that they've worked for, just to see what you and your friends have been doing. You know, like to see what what you and your friends love to do together. Essentially, like it's a really crazy concept when you stop to think about it. And it's easy to like become complacent or to kind of take it for granted after you play so many shows, and it sort of becomes to feel like a chore sometimes. Especially like on long tours with constant traveling and stuff. But like, yeah. But when you really think about it, like it's just the most incredibly like validating feeling, just to know that people have like made that sacrifice to come see you. I don't know, and it's a lot of fun. I'm sorry, I've been like looking at my screen. I don't even know if I've been showing my face at all. My Spotify. Oh, that's nice. Spotify repeat is dominated by you. Oh, there's my big forehead. Cool. All right, people. I am gonna bid you guys adieu. How do you keep? Okay, last question. How do you upkeep with maintaining a healthy lifestyle and working? I don't know if you would call all of our lifestyles particularly healthy. Not that we're unhealthy. There's maybe some room for improvement in some of our lifestyles. But we keep it together. We keep it together. I'll just I'll go based on that. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle and working. Yeah, so we still each of us work our own side jobs too at the moment. So I mean, I won't say we. I definitely like my fair share of alone time. I think that's really important. Self care is really important. I know everyone in social media talks about self care, but taking breaks is really huge. And I wouldn't say like I'm constantly inundating myself with music and working on music. Like, I feel like I've gotten pretty good about knowing when to give it a break. If you're working and you're frustrated that nothing's coming, the best thing to do is not to force anything out. It's just to kind of just walk away from it for a second, recharge. So I do that a lot. Like I rarely, if ever, will go on these like multiple, 6-7 hour work sessions like some other artists do, and like more power to them. I'm just like impressed by the ability to do that, but I can't do that. And I think it's healthy to give yourself breaks. And yeah, but I mean, it catches up to you. Like whenever we go on tour, it feels like, we're shedding some years off of our life. It's always like a whirlwind type of experience, but it's fun, but it's exhausting. All right. Cool, guys. Thanks for hopping on. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope me rambling wasn't too boring. Yeah. I'm gonna hop off. I don't even know how to end this. Oh, it's end up here. Actually, cool. Yeah. No, I appreciate the questions, guys. Love y'all. We're going on tour. You guys, I don't know if you guys have heard. Going on tour in September. All the dates are on our Instagram, so check it out. I'd love to see you guys. Album coming soon. Possibly more music videos. Hopefully music videos that I get to be in. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, cool. Thanks, guys. Peace. Have a good one. Have a good, it's close enough to the weekend. Have a good weekend, guys. Have a good